family, you caught me. I'm sorry. They got me caught up. My phone is breaking up on me. I'm sorry. Let's go back. Let's go back. I'm speaking to all the young youth out there that got money, that see something for themselves. Okay, for you to sit up in these raunchy apartments, these raggedy beat down apartments and sit up and let's say you pay rent for 10 years. You have just spent $100,000 to live in a raggedy apartment for the rest of your life. So the more you live in these apartments, you are enriching other people when you can enrich yourself. After that 10 years that you lived over in that apartment, you just spent $100,000. Okay. Let's say it's only $12,000 in that year's time, but times 10, you know what I'm saying? Times 10, that's like $120,000 that you spent to enrich someone else. You just spent 10 years. Okay, it's already been put on the table. Everybody needs a roof over their head from right now all the way until the day that they die. This is a given. But for you young black man and for you young black woman that sit up there in them raggedy, toe down, rat roach infested apartments, gang filled, you know what I'm saying? Don't you want something else for your children? Don't you want a better environment to live in so you don't have to stress so much? And then you spend 10 years of your life enriching somebody else. That's $120,000 that's on the table, family. That's for nothing. Now, if you put that $120,000 in a house, at least you would have had built up equity to have at least $50,000 or $60,000 to put in your pocket to use at any of your discretions. So don't listen to my older brothers and sisters that sit up there and talk about, oh, you get a house and what if the heater, what if the plumbing? That's what we got insurances for, family. We got insurance for all that. You ain't got to, my older brothers and sisters, they be out there, and even the ones that's a little bit older than me. Oh, you get a house and you got to buy this and you got to buy that. Yes, you do. But guess what? At the end, when it's all said and done, it's yours. You don't have no, and I was on Section 8 too. You don't have them Section 8 people up in your house telling you who you can have up. I'll be damned, family, if I have the government tell me how to live my life inside of my own home. I'm already in America. I don't need the government telling me how to live. And it's the same thing. If, okay, you on Section 8, but your apartment manager, he could come through your apartment at any time. He got keys to your house. He could be looking all inside of your place. Well, I done seen all kind of stuff with apartments that I lived in being younger. Them people just come right up in your house. You know what I'm saying? They just come right up in your house, start looking around. Oh, you can't have this. Oh, she can't live here. Oh, we got to put these people on the what you call it. So what? Your rent can go up? Hold up. I'm sitting up here. I'm making, y'all said it's 10:05 for me to stay in this apartment. But I got to tell you that my girlfriend is coming over and now you want her to pay rent too. So when you live in these apartments, it's like you have a parent. And if you're not willing to get your own home, you're not really ready to grow up. You know what I'm saying? You live in an apartment, and you're being taken care of. And it's like damn near like Robin Hood. It's like you letting them people sit up there and rob you for your hard-earned money. You're never going to see that again. And them people can tell you're going to have to raise up out of here anytime that they want, anytime they put up the rent. And I don't know if the younger people don't know this, but you shooting for a home for property, that's what we call the final end of the game, because it's rent control. You control your own rent. After you done bought that property, them people can't tell you, and they sit up there, oh, you still got to pay property taxes. I already put it on the table. It ain't nothing in America you will ever truly own. I don't care if it's your car, your motorcycle, your house, whatever it is, the clothes off your back. You don't own nothing here in this country like this. But what you can do is set yourself up. You don't want to be no 65-year-old man or woman, and you sitting up over there and you paying top dollar on rent, but then you living on a budget. That don't even make no sense. So in your younger years, when you have the ability to work, I suggest that you build yourself up by getting your credit together. Yes, by being on the job, by saving yourself up a nest egg so you can go out there and, I know they trying to switch it into a cashless society and everything like that, but cash is still king. Cash still rules. Money talks, family. Money real talks. And if you can get yourself a nice deposit for that house and start, you already spending the same money anyway. You are. And the cheaper you get that interest rate for that house, you could be spending the same money. You spending $1,400 on your rent. Why don't you just spend $1,400 on your house? You know what I'm saying? The more money you come with the deposit for the house is more lesser than you will have to pay for that house. And the interest rate right now is at 6.5, 6.4. But in the next coming years, it's going to drop all the way back down again. You know what I'm saying? So now is the time for all you young people to build yourself up. Get yourself a couple of different banks. Build your credit up. Be established on your job. You know what I'm saying? Be able to say, well, you know, I worked at them. I've been on the job for 5 years. I've been on the job for 6 years. I've been running. Because you don't want to be like my older brothers and sisters living in all these different senior citizen homes. You don't want to be like that. That's still having a parent over your head. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you live in an apartment, I'm sorry, then people could tell you any single thing that they want to. You're really not the ruler of your castle like that. You know? So, and then the way for you to ensure that you have more money in your latter days is for you to get some property, to get a home now, to fight for right now is the time to fight for it. I done heard all y'all crying about how much it costs to live inside of the apartments, but then I looked at the other side of the now, or your other brothers and sisters say, I don't want to live in the same place for 30 years. So lady, you want to live in a house? Hold up. You don't want to live in a house, so you want to live in a car? I hear what your brothers and sisters are saying, and that is not accurate like that. My young brothers and my young sisters, or even if you my age, you still got to build yourself up. 20 years go by fast. And God told me, he said to me, the older you get, the faster time will pass. Example, if you're 70 years old, you would really have to tie yourself down for time not to pass. By the time that 70-year-old man or woman look up, they're already 80 years old. A little more time went by. It only felt like 2 or 3 years to them, and they already in their 90s. So you don't want to get caught in this trap out here trying to work so hard. I see all the older people, they 75, they 85, they got to keep their job just so they can have enough money for their medical, for their wives, or for their husband. Come on, family. It's your time right now to do all this hard work right now while you are young, to build yourself up. You don't want to be like so many different Americans out in the street and they're older and they don't have anything. You have youth on your side right now. And there's so many different opportunities out here for everybody. I don't want to hear the American dream is dead. No, it's how bad do you want to fight for it? Because ain't nothing given for free. And if you want something bad enough, you're going to do whatever it takes to get it, family. You know what I'm saying? They say the American dream is dead. Oh, this is dead. Oh, no, it's how bad are you willing to fight for it? How bad are you willing to sacrifice for the things for your near future, for you, yourself, and for your family, family? It's very important. 20, 30 years passes by so fast. You look up, you be my age, and your house be already paid off, and you be sitting up over there chilling. Some of y'all is young, and y'all already got your homes because you already know what the game is. But I suggest for all you young people out there, if you want to build yourself up, the American dream is not dead. You're just going to have to be willing to fight for it. The American dream is not dead. It's just how much are you willing to sacrifice? Are you going to sacrifice you driving a bucket car? Are you going to sacrifice you not having all the nice things, you not having a brand new car? You know what I'm saying? What are you willing to sacrifice for it? Ain't nothing given in this world for free if it not be the love of God.